We need to talk about last night.
You can talk all you want to talk. I've said all I'm going to say.
Please, just let me explain.
Forget it, Tina. Now, I told you last night, our marriage is over.
Here. Okay, now we can have our cake and eat it too. On a kind of.
Anne, believe me.
No, really. Look, you got to know how much it means to me that, well, you let me share in bringing up my son. Well, especially now, you know that. Well, just thank you. You got to know how much it means to me.
Mother? What was so urgent that you had to see me right away? You're still sounding awfully prickly, Cassie. I really would have hoped you'd calm down by now.
Oh, after everything you've done to Vicky and Clint, I'm not sure I ever want to talk to you again.
See? Perfectly calm. Cassie, will you please forgive me? At least long enough for me to give you a really special surprise I've been saving for you.
Good. You're here. I think maybe we should divide all this stuff up before the moving company comes, don't you? I'll just go wait in the kitchen and have a cup of coffee and let you go through these things. You know, just to make sure I don't take anything that you don't want me to take. About that sculpture. I know you gave it to me, but why don't you keep it? I really don't want the memory around.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, God. I heard about what happened in Vermont. Are you all right?
I really thought I knew what I was doing when I went away with Sloan. I thought I understood all the risks and the consequences. But now, thanks to Dorian, I feel as if I've murdered something.
I know exactly how you feel. Court says that we're through.
Why? What happened?
Oh, it always happens. As usual, I just messed everything up.
How?
Cord and Kane were somehow at the Mardi Gras party wearing the very same outfit, and I got them all mixed up. I thought that Cord was Kane, and I went upstairs to his room to tell him that I was still in love with him, even though Cord had come back. Except that it wasn't Kane, it was Cord, so he heard all that. And then Kane walks into his room, and he sees me there with Cord, and the whole truth came out.
What's the whole truth?
I love them both.
Oh, Tina.
I do. Vicky, why doesn't anybody understand me, especially Kane and Cord?
Oh, sweetheart. What did you expect?
Well, I expected them to try to understand what was happening to me after this whole year, after everything I've been through. Of course, they didn't. They're both furious with me. They both left me. But not for long. I've always found a way to get Cord back in the past, and I'm going to make sure I can do it this time, too.
Well, at least you've made a choice.
No, not at all. But I can only do one thing at a time.
Tina, don't fool around with this. Believe me, this can all fall apart before you even begin to sense that it's beginning to unravel.
Vicky, I know that. I know that. That's why I'm so worried about you. I don't want you to make the same mistake that I've made. I don't want you to lose Sloan, too.
Lose Sloan, too? What are you talking about? I'm not playing the stock market. This is not a trivial matter.
Vicky.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, babe. Honey, I'm really sorry. Excuse me for a minute.
Hello.
Tina? It's Sloan Carpenter.
Oh, hi.
Is Vicky in?
Sloan, you know, do you think you could... I think you should come over here right away. Clint is moving out, and Vicky's in really bad shape, and I think it would really help her a lot if you were here.
I'll be right there.
Mother, you can't just bribe your way out of this.
Bribe you? Moi? Never, darling. No, what I want to do is give you a belated wedding gift for you and Andrew.
Mother, you did an appalling thing to Vicky. And no gift you give me is going to change that. Cassie, I really wish that you would stop this fuss. All I did was bring the truth about Vicky and Sloan to light. It wasn't your truth to tell. And you had no business being involved in what was going on with Vicky
had
and
every
Sloan and
business.
Clint.
I'm a
and it's
concerned
obvious to
human being.
anyone who knows
I
you
care
that you died
about
for
Clint.
one reason.
What?
To hurt Vicky.
Oh, please.
And sometimes I think the only thing you care about in life is hurting Vicky. Are you finished? That depends. Have you heard anything I've said? Yes, all of it. Then fine, I'm finished. May I rebut? You may try. Cassie, all I care about in this life is you. I don't care about Vicky or Sloan or Clint or any of their petty little problems. Honey, I can't stand it when you're this angry at me. Please. Darling, can't we let bygones be bygones? Come on, I got a present for you. Yeah, like I said, a bribe. Oh, would you stop saying that? For goodness sakes. Look, I know how much you want to fix up that dreary little rectory that you're living in. And so I have these negotiable bonds that I was going to give you last night. But then, you know, of course, Sloan had to barge in and just spoil everything.
I'm warning you, Jason. Don't make any trouble for Leanne, all right?
I'm shaking in my boots.
I'm serious, all right? This celebration is a little too important for you to screw it up for her.
Why don't you back off? I got no interest in Leanne. I'm here to see Aunt Wanda. Aunt Wanda.
Wanda, I gotta talk to you.
Well, that is too bad, because I am so angry with you that I can't even listen to one word that you have to say.
Hello? Hi, Rachel, you mind if I talk to you a second, please?
Don't start, Hank.
Just want to ask her a question, okay? So, Rachel, what are you doing here with Kevin and his ex-wife and their baby?
We're celebrating.
What have the three of you got to celebrate?
Well, Kevin and Leanne worked out a custody agreement.
Oh, and you think that's something to celebrate?
I do not understand how you could be stringing Leanne along all this time, making her think that you want to marry her, and then you're fooling around with that fire alarm, that Marty Saybrook.
How about if I make your life not so tough?
What are you talking about?
You want to know what I'm talking about? Are you sure? Because you've been after me since I came in here.
Fine, all right, then talk to me. Just tell me what the hell it is you have to say. What? Huh?
Here's what I gotta say. I'm leaving, okay? I'm out of here. You're not gonna have to put up with me anymore. Is that okay? How about that?
No, Jason, please, Jason, don't leave. Jason!
Incredibites. Crispy bites.
What? Could you come here for a minute? I need your help.
What is it?
Could you, do me up?
Do it yourself, Tina. What did you expect me to say, Tina? After last night, you expect me to walk in here and see you like that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. It was just automatic, okay? I just wasn't thinking.
Well, you better start thinking, Tina. Do for yourself. I have King do it for you.
Court.
What's the matter, Tina? See a ghost?
No. A ghost is someone you know, Cord. I've never seen this person before. I've never seen you so angry.
Oh, you're damn right I'm angry, Tina. What do you expect me to be after everything that's gone down?
What do you mean, everything that's gone down? Why don't you have any consideration for what is happening with me? I don't even know what I did that is supposed to be such a crime.
You just don't get it, do you, Tina? You're never gonna get it. It's not what you did, it's how you did it, Tina. Why, for once in your life, couldn't you have just sat me down and looked me in the eyes and told me the truth? Why is it so important to you to have to lie, Tina? Can't you see how evil it is to build an entire life on lies?
Evil. Cord, I didn't know how to tell
This time, Tina, you lied because you wanted to have two men all at once. It's not like this is the only lie you've ever told, Tina. Hell, it's not even the last lie. Lies are how you live, Tina. That's just the way you are.
It's not true.
Well, then I guess that's another lie. The whole time I was gone, all those months over in Java, I don't know how many times I've told you that the one thing that kept me alive was the fact that I loved you. And I wanted nothing more to get home to my kids and to my wife. And instead, all I come home to are lies and deceptions and betrayals, Tina.
I didn't know what else. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, I guess it never occurred to you just tell the truth, right?
Baby, I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't, Cord, not after everything you've been through. I'm sorry. I know I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Will you please forgive me just this one time?
Looks like somebody ransacked the joint, doesn't it?
I'd forgotten we even had some of these books. They've been up on the shelf for so long, nobody ever looks at them.
Well, they could have gone on the same way for the rest of our lives if you hadn't decided to move on.
Well, you're moving on, too.
What did you think I was going to do? Did you think I was just going to hang around here while you wore yourself out on Sloan Carpenter? And then maybe, just maybe, when you finally got him out of your system, maybe you'd come back to old Clint? Uh-uh. You can't have it both ways.
I don't want it both ways. I wish more than anything that I could change the way I feel, Clint.
Love is hell. Well, I reckon we might as well get down to the dirty little business of dividing up a lifetime of memories, hadn't we? Have to start somewhere. Just after Jessica was born, isn't it?
Cord, I'm gonna keep telling this to you over and over again until you understand. I mean, it turned my whole life upside down. I know I had to be strong for the kids, but I had a really hard time just even getting up in the morning. I didn't even want to get up if you weren't going to be part of the world that I lived in, if you were going to be gone. Cord, it took me a year to adjust to the fact that you weren't coming back. That when the doorbell rang or the phone rang, that it wasn't going to be you, that you were never going to be a part of my life again. And then all of a sudden, you came back here.
I know that was a shock to you, Tina. I even tried to give you some advance warning. I tried to call.
Cord, you don't know how much I missed you.
Probably as much as I missed you.
I miss the way you touch me. Your kiss. The feel of your cheek against my neck. But you're back, Cord. You're back, and I can feel those feelings again. Can't I? Please, Cord. Let me show you how much I still love you.
How much is missing?
$100,000.
Is it possible that you could have used it and you've just forgotten?
I wouldn't forget something like that, Cassie.
Mother?
It's from Blair.
Blair?
Oh, I forgot.
I told her where the combination to the safe was hidden. How could I have been so idiotic?
Dearest Aunt Dorian, I'm giving you back the Victor Lord murder confession you so foolishly signed. You're giving me a little spending money. Say about $100,000. Let's call it even. Love and kisses, Blair.
The gall of the woman.
She's stolen my money.
Why? Mother, let me see Blair's note.
No, it's not important.
Nonsense. You're obviously upset.
Patsy,
Let me see.
it is
No.
not important.
Mother, let me see
It doesn't
Blair's
mean
note.
anything.
How are we supposed to divide up photographs, Clint? I mean, what do we do? Ask Solomon to come down and cut them in half?
No, we just bite the bullet and make a decision. Or maybe you don't want any of these. Maybe you'd like to erase any trace we have of our life together and just start nice, clean and fresh for your general.
Oh, stop. Can't you ever stop? Even long enough to do this? Clint, this is not the time for us to be doing this. I mean, breaking apart photo albums, parceling out memories.
If not now, when?
Why are you in such a hurry?
Because I want to get on with my life, that's why. I want to get on with my life. God knows you haven't wasted any time getting on with yours. What's that? His Girl Friday. I got that for you, didn't I? You know how hard it was to get an original copy of this screenplay? Too bad that we're not going to have a happy ending like they did. And up until just recently, everything fit. 2 seasoned reporters. They met, they fought, they fell in love. How did this happen? How could we get from there to here? How could you do this? You didn't think you could handle making these decisions by yourself? You had to have your lover come over here and help pick through our things to tell you what to keep?
I didn't ask Sloan to come here.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, Vicki. I called earlier and I spoke to Tina. She said you were very upset and asked me to come over here right away.
I can't stay here anymore. You do it.
No, Clint.
Take whatever you want. I really don't care anymore, Vicki.
No, you don't mean that. Surely there's things here that mean a lot to you.
Not anymore, they don't. I don't know why the hell I would want to hang on to any of this stuff anyway.
Vicki, I'm sorry if I caused a problem. Vicki.
Please, you have to understand. I really can't be with you now.
This last year, I learned something, Tina. That no matter how much you wish something to happen, it doesn't make it so. Last night did happen, and there's no going back.
What does that mean?
It means that no matter how much I wish that we could just make love and forget all the wrong that has passed between us, that's just not the way things work.
But it can.
It won't. You know, Tina, you've always walked a very thin line. Never too close to the truth for never too long. But now I cannot be with somebody that I cannot trust. Do you know how many times you have let me down with lies, Tina, in this short time that I have been back?
But, Cord, no, you got it all wrong. I mean, I'm not... You're misunderstanding the situation. Really, I haven't lied to you. I've been trying to protect you. And then the truth came out, and so now we can just fix it. We can straighten everything up, Cord. And I can make everything else go away, except for this bed and you and me. Let me, Cord. If you let me, I can make the whole rest of it go away. You know I can. Maybe I'll make this whole last year go away. You know I can do that, Cord. Let me make it up to you.
Dad, you're always saying that Kevin doesn't have the right values, whatever those are. Well, now he's doing something absolutely right, and you're knocking him for it.
Well, he's not saying that it's wrong for Kevin to share custody with Leanne.
Sweetheart, that's not what I think. All I'm saying is that I'm worried.
Of course he's worried. He's a father. That's what fathers do.
You worry about me. Kevin worries about Duke. But why is it okay when you do it and not when he does?
Look, what I'm worried about is that you're going to get yourself into something that's going to end up hurting you.
How do you know that?
Rachel, it's a daddy thing. I know.
Okay, let's say you do. I'm only 21, and I've only just begun to get hurt, and there is nothing that you can do to protect me.
Sweetheart, look at that. Just look over there. Isn't that a nice, happy family scene? I mean, Kevin, Leanne, little Junior, and good old Aunt Wanda. Baby, that is a Norman Rockwell original. Do you see yourself in that picture? Excuse me a second. I gotta take that, okay? Excuse me.
Here. You. You know that you're the kind of man that we can all be proud of. I mean, that I can be proud of, too.
Look, I am really sorry about all the heartache around here lately. I know that I've added to it. I'm also really glad.
What? Why don't you say it? What?
Well, Jason's being out of Leanne's life definitely helps the situation with Duke.
Okay. I do not want to talk about Jason at all right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know that I love you as if you were my own kid, right? As if there was news, right? And you also know that you could count on me for anything, right? Right. Especially babysitting. Especially babysitting, because I would like to take care of you a lot, okay? Okay.
Well, do you know what? I have a little feeling that you are going to be this guy's favorite person who's over 2 feet tall. That is not, blood relative.
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm really sorry.
Forget about it.
Now, how can I forget about it? I mean, you just can't hit the road every time you got a problem. I mean, you can't just take a ride every time the going gets rough,
That's
Jason.
not why I'm leaving.
Then why are you leaving?
Because it's just time to move on. There's nothing here anymore. There's no reason for me to stay. So I gotta go.
Jason.
about Marty's, Jason? Isn't she a reason to stay?
Prego spaghetti sauce, Ragu Old World style. Would you rather have Prego, the sauce you can sink your teeth into, or Ragu Old World style, the sauce that just sinks? Prego, homemade taste. It's in there.
And I'm sick and tired of everybody in this town giving me attitude for what I did. You think I killed somebody the way people in this town talk? All I did was go to bed with Marty Saybrook, and I'm sorry, okay? It's no big deal. I'm moving on with my life. If Marty Saybrook can't deal with it, she can go jump herself. And I'm real happy you got partial custody of Duke.
Yeah, me too.
Rachel, listen. Hello? Listen, baby, unlike your father, I am on your side about Kevin. I mean, I'd like to see it work out between you two. Tell me, do you like Kevin? Yeah. I mean, I don't get much of a chance to tell you, you know, with Hank breathing down our necks, but you do have my support. And a little unsolicited advice? What? Don't be so concerned with what's right or wrong in Duke's custody. I mean, it'll settle itself in the end, with or without you. So? I was looking for a way to sugarcoat this, but there isn't one. Stop pushing Kevin towards Leanne all the time.
I'm not. I mean, I'm trying to do what's best for him and Duke.
I'm talking to you woman to woman. My dear, get Kevin's attention off Leanne and back onto you.
Mother? What was so upsetting that made you want to burn that note?
Nothing. Told you. Nothing of any importance whatsoever. Now, what is that look supposed to mean?
Why can't I ever believe anything you tell me?
I haven't a clue. Why can't you believe a word your mother says to you?
Keeping all your lies and pretenses straight must be pretty exhausting. Kind of like juggling cannonballs all day. I give up, Mother. Call the police about your robbery. I can't help you do anything. I can, however, help those who want to be helped. And I think we're going to go straight home and do just that.
Yes? And to whom are you referring?
Marty Saybrook is staying with Andrew and me.
You're allowing that? Cassie! I mean, can't you see that Ms. Saybrook is dead set on bedding your husband, and you're inviting her into your house? Come on in, have a meal, have a bed, have my husband.
You know, Mother, you know what your problem is? You think everyone is as manipulative and duplicitous as you.
You know what your problem is? Why do you feel that you have to do double duty as Miss Sweetness and Light?
Maybe because you do so much damage. Which reminds me, if you do not apologize to Vicky for what you've done to her and find some way to make it up to her, then what?
Are you threatening me?
Then I don't want to be around you.
Thank you, Roger.
Yes, thank you very much. He's a good man. It was a good meeting.
You seemed distracted. Did something happen at home?
Home? Something happened at what used to be home. I filed for divorce. I'm moving out.
Yeah. That would flap even the most unflappable person.
How do you know? You been through it?
Not for as long as, or stable as your relationship with Vicky, but yeah, I've been through it. And I wish there was something I could do to help. But I know from experience that there's nothing anyone can do to help. But listen. And hey, isn't that what friends are for?
Now for the Cyanide Society, here's Michael Learned.
Because I have sinus problems just like you, I want you to know about maximum...
She's so happy with him. That makes me feel even better about the arrangements we've worked out.
Kevin, maybe she should keep Duke for a few days. I mean, this would be good for him to get reacquainted with his mother.
Well, I guess they could use a little uninterrupted time together.
So could we.
Oh, a chance to be with each other without any distractions, right?
Now, are you talking about you and me, or Duke and her?
I am talking about us. We could use the time to work on our studies a little.
No, studying with you, both of us would flunk out.
All right, wait a minute. Leanne? Yeah. I know I'm supposed to take Duke back today, but why don't you keep him for a couple days? It'll give you guys a little time to bond again.
Yeah. Yeah. Come here, Mom. Yes.
Ever make the mistake of thinking that you can seduce me into forgiving your lies ever again, Tina? It doesn't work anymore, all right? Because I'm a changed man, Tina. I can see through all of your old tricks.
Please,
You understand me? I can see right through you.
I mean, it's the little dumb things, you know, going through bookshelves and trying to divide up the books, or going through photo albums and trying to divide up the photos. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. What do you want for dessert?
I mean, how do you divide up a photo album? How do you... Oh, you don't want to hear all this.
Hey, I'm all ears.
I really don't want to bore you. Excuse me.
That seat is taken.
Oh, I'm not staying long. Actually, I want to give you my card. Just in case you ever need any help, you know, one journalist to another.
You have offered me a job before, Mrs. Lord, that I've declined before. And as I told you the last time, I'm very happy at the Banner.
Oh, I'm not talking about the job. I'm talking about your life. You know, the stuff that happens between jobs.
Thank you. But I won't be availing myself of your help in life or anywhere else.
Oh, no. Keep the card. There's no time limit on it. And who knows? You might even change your mind.
Sloan, this is just not a time for us to be together, especially not in this house. I need to be alone.
Vicky, are you going to pretend that Vermont never happened and it wasn't as wonderful as it was? You made your choice months ago. You chose me. You sealed that choice when we made love in Vermont. Now, I know the process of parting with Clint is painful, but you can't turn your back on me.
I'm not turning my back on you. I just seem to be totally unable to deal with what I've done and how much I've hurt my husband.
I understand, but as painful as it is, you can't go back. And you can't forget what we've come to mean to one another. I won't let you forget.
Please, don't try and take control of my life now, please.
Vicky, that's the last thing I want to do. But we can't let this love that we've waited so long for die. I won't let you do that. Not if I have to move heaven and earth.
How do you give low-saturated fat oils like canola a different taste? Add corn oil.
Only new Mazzola Right Blend blends the leading corn oil with canola. With 1 gram of